Hi YouTube, I'm Christine.
And I'm Alysha.
And we're the Fiber Alchemists. Welcome to our channel.
Yes, welcome. Episode number 2.
That's right. So if there's anyone out there watching this, you could like it and subscribe. And someday if we get some people watching it, we'll have some giveaways.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. But let's see, what did we do this week? I had Huxley, my granddaughter, overnight.
Cutest little girl in the entire world.
And okay, we finally got a Trader Joe's. I'm so excited. Like,
we don't have a lot of stores around here, so that's very, very exciting.
And our grocery store's produce, it's not
always good.
And it's normal produce, so lots of times you can't find beets and things like that because a lot of people around here don't eat it, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But Trader Joe's allows you to try different things, so we tried rack of lamb.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And it was delicious. We herb crusted it. And then we had Hasselback potatoes. And I didn't take any pictures for the blog, and it was so good. So we have to make it again and take some pictures.
Oh no, so what time is dinner?
Right. But the lamb chops were really perfect, tiny, and
that sounds good.
Delicious.
That sounds very good.
So what did you do this weekend?
Basically working on orders. I worked on a couple projects that I brought with me. It got cold and super windy. We went over to my in-laws, and the wind had ripped out one of their landscaping lights. It was rolling across the driveway. It's insane. And my poor husband Justin, he had just raked all the leaves, because when you live in town, they come and pick up our leaves. It's so nice. We just have to scooch them out to the road. So he had spent hours getting all the leaves out of the yard, lined them up around the perimeter of the yard, and it blew them everywhere.
Oh, poor Jay.
So poor Justin. But yeah, it was a good cold weekend, but good weekend. Got a lot done.
The wind was really bad.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I'm sure I have some cushions from my furniture out in the field somewhere, but I'll get them later.
You need to tag them.
I'm gonna, is it right?
Wrap little bracelets on them.
I know. I need to sew ties on it. You think I could sew ties on them?
Yeah, I know someone who has a sewing machine.
I know, right? Oh well. Okay.
You'll find
so we're gonna get started. Previous finishes. I don't have any previous fully finishes. I'm like there's a Nell. Her name's Nell on YouTube. It's Little Yellow House Crafts, I think is her name, and she calls it her box of shame, where she has where she has all these finishes like this that aren't fully finished. I have such a box of shame. So we're gonna start, and this is
cute.
Be Merry and Bright, and I looked for this pattern in my box. I couldn't find it. I can't remember who is the designer.
You'll have to try an image search on Google.
I should. And if anybody's curious and wants to know, they can put a comment in and I'll look it up. I'll find it. But I love that one. And then this is a little Stitching with the Housewives ornament.
That's cute.
In their Christmas ornament series.
The truck is really popular right now. The truck with the tree in it.
And I think it had more snowflakes on it, but I kind of liked it really simple like this, so I left them off of there. And this is, I think this is 28 count. I don't remember where I got it.
For anyone who doesn't know, what is 28 count?
Oh, I think it has something to do with the number of squares per inch.
Okay.
Actually, I really don't know.
Okay.
But the lower the number, the bigger the squares and the holes. Like 14 count Aida is like, for me, if I'm doing black, a lot of my black is on 14 count Aida because I can see it. This black.
That's because black is evil. Like, it's the worst. It's the worst thing to crochet with.
It's hard to see.
You can't see yours. Even if with Justin will complain because I'll have the other light over top of me. But you can't see your stitches. So I try not to make very much in black.
And a lot of people said to put a white piece of paper underneath it, so your light's here and white's underneath it to help you see the holes. I just think Aida's easier, but then the higher the count, the tinier the little holes get. And then some people do, I do over two threads over 2. Some people on those tiny counts, some of those charts call for over 1. I don't know how they don't go cross-eyed doing it, but it's too hard for me.
Good eyesight, for sure.
And then this one I thought was so cute. It's called Turkey Dressing. And all the turkey's clothes are out on the line.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Are those falling leaves?
Yes.
That's cute.
This is by Raise the Roof. I thought it was so cute. I had to do it.
That's cute.
And then Plum Street Samplers, I do a lot of their stuff. This is Hare's Christmas, or no, sorry. Yeah, Hare's Christmas.
That's cute.
And I thought these little hares or bunnies or whatever were really cute. So,
Oh.
I got to get busy on fully finishing them. I'm going to make myself do some this week out of my box of shame.
Pull something from the box of shame and turn it into something.
Okay, so I'm going to do my whips really quick because I didn't get a whole lot more done. And I didn't take them out of my hoops, but this was, let me show the chart first. Hello Fall by Stitching with the Housewives. I only had a little bit of the cup done last week, but I've done more of the cup and started on the fox.
That one's cute. Yeah, because I liked the fox on that one. He's cute. Yeah.
Cute.
And in our last video, I linked the Container Store where she got these bags. So
Yes,
I can
love
put that
these.
in this video as well. If you guys want to know what we're using and where we got it from, if that helps.
And this one is Hands on Design Bitter Brew. And I just got a little more of the orange fill-in done this week.
That's cute. I really like that one.
Yes, and I was gonna do it on green. I think I talked about that last week, and fabric
couldn't
is
find
so
it.
hard to find. So I just did the orange. I hope that's. Some days it looks pink, some days it looks orange.
Well, and I talked about having a hard time finding fabric for masks, so I used out of my stash. Well, then I ended up contacting a wholesaler direct, and I was like, "Can I buy fabric?" And that's kind of how I started getting fabric and selling it, because you couldn't get it. Joanne, it was the saddest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen Joanne empty. I didn't know the shelves
Crazy.
were white.
Right?
I was like, usually the bolts are like piled, and we don't live in a huge town, but I'm like, usually the bolts are like piled up on the top, and it was hauntingly empty. It was very weird.
I think Walmart still doesn't have any.
Every once in a while I go in and they have like a couple of the pre-cut, like 1 yards or 2 cuts on, or like 2 yard cuts on there, but it's not near as full as it used to be.
It's crazy because she's going to talk a little bit about her dyeing. She dyes fabrics, and
Yeah, I'm not dying. I dye fabric.
dyes fabric. Don't even say that. And we've been wanting to do some cross stitch fabric. She does some beautiful. Well, you'll see in a minute. And you can't even get bolts of the white fabric. So it's tough.
It's crazy.
Tough right now.
I mean, manufacturers are struggling to keep up.
Yeah. Stitching with the Housewives September. I got some pumpkins done on the back of the truck. Got some more done on that one.
Yeah, the trucks are really popular.
Their whole series, they have a lot of series or trucks. Like I think it's called the monthly trucking along, and they have one for every month.
That's cute. Super.
Ooh, I have a finish that I just got done. I finished. Ooh, I didn't iron this one. I finished December. Brenda Gervais wordplay.
That's cute.
And since I finished it, that meant I got to start a new one.
That's fair.
Right? So I started January.
Oh,
I think it goes like that.
Those are cute.
I love these.
Would you say those are like beginner friendly projects if
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
wanted to start with
This
those?
is really easy to do. Yeah. And they're cute. You could turn it into anything. I think they finished them as pillows. I think they're like she's got them like door hangers the way she
that'd be
finished them.
cute.
But yeah,
That'd be
these would
really
be really
cute.
easy to do.
Adorable.
And then, I did a little bit more. Last time I only had like a little stalk done.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of the
Flowers.
flower.
It was late and I was in a hurry, and see the sheep's, here's the back of the sheep, the white part, and
Yeah.
here's his head. His head really
Aw.
belongs over here.
Oh no.
It's detached. So I had to pull all that out and redo his head.
Aw.
Or his head will be over here and his body will be over here.
He's just a really, really long sheep.
I know. I haven't shown any of my floss, but these are the floss colors for
Those
this
are
one.
cute. Very pastel-y.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And this is Plum Street Samplers. I do a lot of their stuff. I like their stuff. And Brenda Gervais. Well, I like everyone, but
Everyone's awesome is what we've decided.
Okay.
So I just have one project with me. I did bring more this time, so she doesn't get to talk the whole video. So I don't do cross stitch. I like hand embroidery. This is something that I made. I made one for my best friend. So she has one in gorgeous fall colors. So I did a really pretty golden yellow. I did a couple like oranges kind of in the Rust family, and then more of a burgundy color, and it turned out so cute. But this is the kind of stuff that I prefer to do. I like
It's pretty.
Yeah, I like doing these. So I will have some more of these to show, but yeah, these are definitely my favorite. I like doing roses because they end up, they're 3D.
Yeah,
is what I really like on this stitching.
it's really pretty.
So yeah, so this is a quote from The Handmaid's Tale. This is from, I believe, Hawthorne Handmade. I think this is hers. Or, you know what? I'm not sure. I'll have to link below because now I think that's the wrong person. I think it's something Fig. I'll look it up. So yeah, that's something I did there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, quilting.
Quilting.
This is a previous finish.
Oh, this one's so soft.
This one is over and down under is the pattern. And
This flannel is so
I
nice.
was gonna bring the pattern out, but I guess I didn't. And it's the called for colors. It is little flannels. They call them woolies, I think. And then I just found a flannel for the back, and then it's embroidered with, or quilted with swirls. Thought it was really cute.
Oh yeah, and it's a girl, or it's a woman my husband works with. Her name is Carrie, and she runs, was it Pleasant Woods?
Mm.
So she does a quilting shop.
Yes.
So she's quilted quite a few of yours.
She does great work. Yes, I love her.
That one with the flowers in it was gorgeous.
Yes, I have to show that sometime.
Yes, that one was cute. Really, really
Or
cute.
did I show that last time?
No, you haven't shown that one.
What did I show last time?
You showed the Halloween one from Monica's. Yes, the Halloween one from Monica's.
And then this is my WIP, and I'm not going to show the pattern, but all of this fabric is available in our Etsy store.
Yes.
And I got to get moving on this. So this week, this is on my radar. This is my marching
gotta
orders.
happen.
It's got to happen. So, yeah. That's all I got for quilting.
So I pulled out my baby quilt and worked on, instead of basting it, I went with safety pins. So I went ahead and did a basting stitch all the way around the edge.
That's so cute.
So that I could work and cut it down. So basically I'm quilting it myself, and I posted a picture of my sewing machine. I put the quilt table up.
Well, that looks good.
So it's not, it's not perfect by any means because my strips aren't perfect, but that's okay because I think it ends up, it's just really cute, and it's a great first project.
It's gorgeous.
I like jelly rolls a lot. It makes things much faster for me. So I need to finish quilting that guy, and then I'll have to bind it. And then I talked about the tree skirt that I'm working on, and I got one of the panels done for that, and I really like this. So the other set, I'll be doing red and the white jelly roll. So then it'll be like
really cute.
alternating green and white, red and white, green and white, red and white. And I think that'll turn out really cute.
Love it.
And it was an easy project. This took me 10-20 minutes maybe.
Sewing jelly rolls is I love it.
There's
You can just crank it.
There's a sewing foot that makes it a perfect 1/4 inch, and it's got a little, I'll have to look up which sewing foot it is, but it's got a little bar that sits there, and so I just power through because it's already keeping track of that for me. But my old sewing machine, I just took masking tape and I marked it from my sewing needle, and then I had this big green masking tape, and it made it much easier to see like that I was getting my 1/4 inch. Should we talk about dyeing?
Yeah. Let's talk about dyeing.
Okay, so I've done this before when I made masks. Since fabric was so hard to come by, I finally found white. This is called ice dyeing, and you really do use ice, and it's done with powdered dyes. So this one is more of a classic rainbow, so it's just done with red, yellow, and blue. but you end up with this gorgeous watercolor effect because of the ice melting, and it dilutes the dye, and then there are other places that are more concentrated. So every once in a while you'll see there are a couple of speckles, and it just ends up being really, really gorgeous. And then I tested what it would look like if I did black. And because there's no true black when it comes to dyeing, it's made up of multiple other colors. So for this one, when I ice dyed it, when I was rinsing it, it was black, and I was afraid that I ruined it and it was just going to be one solid color. But after I washed it,
It's gorgeous.
the colors come out. So you have spots that have reds, you have spots that have blues, and spots that have greens in them. And it turned out so cool.
And how beautiful would this be on a cross-stitch fabric to do a Halloween?
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
The Halloween one would be really cool.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for us to get a hold of some.
Yes.
But tell them the double benefit you had from the ice dyeing.
Oh, I needed to clean out my freezer. We had the built-up ice. No one wants to clean out the freezer.
No one likes to defrost their freezer, but you got a beautiful fabric out of it.
That's true. I was like, you know what? I'm out of ice. So I started chipping away at the freezer, and then I dumped it on top of it. So it works. Because I didn't want to do that.
Way to not waste anything.
I would rather ice dye. So if you want me to, I can definitely write up on the blog how I do it. I take notes each time, because sometimes colors don't turn out together, and sometimes you find the perfect colors, and if you don't write it down, you won't remember it. And
well, if there's
you'll
any
be
interest,
really bummed.
maybe you could do a separate video.
Oh yeah, I could
how to
do
it.
like a tutorial too. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, but it's something that I like doing, that I've done for myself, and then I did that when I did masks too. And that one, the black, I really like, because I think it's a more masculine tie-dye if you didn't want the bright colors, because that was the other thing, is finding masculine fabric. There isn't a ton, so I was stuck to USA, solid colors, and I think football was one, and then just brown plaid. So I didn't have a lot of cool men's
Now
patterns.
is that for sale in the Etsy store? Or
I have
keeping
some.
for you?
I have some masks in the Etsy shop.
Oh, I mean the fabric though itself.
Oh, I'll probably do both.
Yeah, you should. I
So,
love that
and if you guys really like the tie dye, I can always dye it and just offer it for sale by the yard. Just know, like, if you order anything from the shop that's tie dyed, it's not going to be exactly like the picture, because they all turn out different. But I think
gorgeous.
the variations end up so gorgeous. I love doing it. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, on to yarn. Yarns. So, I used to travel a lot for work. And like a lot. Like one time in a 2-year period, I went to Israel like 13 times. And so all this time on the plane, what can you do? You can only watch so many movies. And again, cross stitch sometimes is hard. The vision, and a lot of the flights were nighttime.
Oh, and getting your stuff in and out, like you can snag your stuff. It's not the greatest thing to travel with.
Right, cross stitch you have to have there's a pattern to it. But these hats, I have the pattern memorized, so I can just pull out
pattern.
a ball of yarn.
That's Ira, isn't it? Ira Rott.
The basic hat, that I always do is Ira, and then I just sometimes...
She has great sizing, and it's good beginner friendly for crocheting.
And then sometimes I can look at a picture of something and do...
His poor head!
Oops. I'm plucking the turkey for Thanksgiving dinner. Look away, kids. Look away.
I'm not eating that.
Look away. Anyways, so it was easy for me to do. And sometimes I could look at a pattern and just create it, like with this Grinch. I just, need a pattern for that. You can just kind of create it from
pieces that you've already made.
Yeah, and things like that.
Because on most of her patterns, you do an eye here or this here.
Just copy it from there.
And so
these are some of them. I'm going to have to do surgery on the turkey. Parents. And then...
he'll be in recovery with you.
Right. Some snow ladies.
Will you put his hair up for him?
I know, it's terrible. Terrible.
Those are really popular at craft shows, which Yeah,
So.
I didn't get to do very many of those this year.
Those are
But
my.
those I usually take your hats with me for
You do.
craft shows.
And
So
I
if you've
have-
ever seen me at a craft show, I brought her hats. So
And I have about 100 finished designs out in
oh,
the
it's a
tub there.
huge bag. Huge bag.
But I haven't done them for a while because I don't travel as much anymore. So I do more cross stitch at home.
Because you could throw, what, maybe 5 colors of yarn in a bag and you can make at least, what, 6 to 10 different kinds.
Yeah. I'll show the sock monkeys the next time. Those are really popular.
That one's really good. The yarn is hard to find for that one.
Yeah, I found a case. I can't on eBay. I think they don't make it anymore. It's
Was it
Well, I'll talk about it. I'll pull out a skein of the yarn when we talk about this.
Because it's twisted together and it's the ivory and brown is what makes that true sock monkey.
Yes, but in this color, in the one I have is the darker, and I think it's called denim. It's almost like a dark blue and white twisted.
Because I have skein at my house.
Of that?
Yes.
Yeah, so I do a boy and a girl sock monkey, and those are really cute.
The sock monkey pirates are the best. They're so cute.
Yeah, they're fun to make.
But continue. So those are crocheted. So things.
I don't knit because I don't have the patience to knit.
You do sometimes. You've made
I
socks.
love it. I wish I could, but if you miss a stitch when you're crocheting, like it's no big deal. If you drop a stitch when you're knitting, the world is over.
If you don't catch it,
World's over.
enough, or if you don't put a lifeline in for yourself where you weave in. Grandma does that when she knits.
Lifeline,
Because she knits much more delicate things. I don't do a lot of knitting. I do some. They're usually projects I work on. They're either for me or for someone special for knitting. Just because crochet is so much faster and more portable. I get nervous putting stuff in project bags when it's knit because if your double points get moved, you could end up ruining the sock that you spent. I don't know. I've been working on a pair for 3 years, I think.
Right.
Someday I'm going to finish them.
Someday.
So for crochet, I make these, this one is an ear warmer and it's done to look like a rib stitch knitting, but it's
cute.
done in the back loop, but it's done in a really nice chunky yarn and it's really cute. It's really fast. So anything done with a chunky yarn is my absolute favorite because I'll do these at craft shows. I'll work on these while I'm talking to people. Because sometimes people don't want to talk to me and that's fine. And if I'm working on something, you can see what I'm working on and it's no big deal. If you have questions, I can always answer them too while I'm working on something like this. And this is a hat pattern. So this one has the hole in the top for your ponytail. And it's again that chunky rib stitch that's done, and then it's got a coordinating, so this is like a mustard with a like navy bluish at the bottom. And then something else I usually work on at craft shows are scrunchies. So this one is actually done with velvet. It's
Like a chenille ribbon?
No, it's velvet yarn.
Oh.
It's really soft.
Oh my gosh.
And
really
this is something I did a couple patterns, didn't love, this one, didn't love that one, and so I made this one myself. So if you want to know how to make this one, I can definitely write it up and put it on the blog for you because this one is customizable. You can make it as fluffy and waffly as you want.
That's so cute.
But you don't have to. And it's done with a real hair tie, the really thick ones on the inside. So it's a little bit stronger because sometimes elastic, forever it was really, really hard to get a hold of it. And it doesn't last as long, I don't think.
Now I have an overabundance. So.
I have at least 5 rolls of elastic at my house.
But it sounds like we might need it again.
Yeah, we're going to have to make something.
Who knows?
We'll have to. Maybe everybody's getting a roll of elastic for Christmas. You get elastic.
And you get elastic.
Yes, and you get elastic.
Everyone.
So, why not? Do you want to go to knitting?
Yeah.
Okay,
you have a
perfect.
project. You
Yes.
have more.
So,
I don't have any more. But.
with knitting, a lot of times the projects are for me. I'm not going to apologize. If you knit, you would probably rather make stuff for yourself. This is the autumn hat, and I can tag, this is from Ravelry, and I can't remember her name. I absolutely love it. It's done with the seed stitch, and then it's ribbed at the bottom. And then I got these poofs, I think, from Michael's.
So
and the yarn is from our local knitting shop. It's a Knitting Off Broadway in Fort Wayne. Cutest shop, sweetest ladies. They will help you with anything and everything. I love going there. So this is, I'm not going to remember which yarn this is, but I can look it up. But it's just, it's super cute. And then...
And that's where you started taking that class that I had to sit in on.
Yes, the sock class. Well, because Grandma couldn't go.
So she and her grandma
Yes.
took a class on how to do socks, and she went to Florida or something.
Yeah,
right?
she had to go down to Florida.
Oh, the
I think
hurricane.
the hurricane
came and
damaged.
damaged their house down there. So
she had to go down.
So I sat in. So the sock was partially done, and
Yep,
what a fun class! I had to step in.
It was
and
really nice. You get to meet
catch up.
other knitters too.
It was a lot of fun.
And you get to be in the shop. So, and it was, I think either after the shop had closed or before they had opened. So it's nice and private. It wasn't very loud. But yeah, it was just a nice small group, and you get to learn how to do this. And the women that are teaching this, they know what they're talking about.
I dropped a stitch. She came over. She was like,
It
"Here
took
you go.
her
You're
3
good."
seconds to fix it. They,
Because it wasn't my socks. I was
right, it was
really
Grandma's.
nervous about
We were
it.
working on her project, but they were so helpful, and even if you have a question about something else that isn't part of the class, they will answer lots of questions. I really
like
liked
get
it.
back to the day where we can
I hope so.
have classes again.
Because they've done other classes, fingerless mitts. They do beginner lessons. Natalie is the one who's in charge there, and they usually post on Facebook on what's going on there. I know for a while it was appointment only, and I believe curbside pickup. I'll have to check on that one, but I don't know what's changed. But you could definitely get on their Facebook, Knitting Off Broadway, and look at that. It's just a really cute shop, and it's in downtown Fort Wayne. It's this redone building, and it's very well done. It's a very comfy place. So whenever we travel somewhere, I like to buy yarn. So for our honeymoon, we went to London and Paris, and when we were in London, I looked at my husband, I was like, there's a yarn store, can we stop there? So we had about 10 minutes to get there. We went down on the London Underground, the tubes down there. We ran. In London, they're the most polite people you've ever, even when you're in a hurry, when they get on the escalator and they're not in a hurry, they step to the right and they put their suitcase in front of them. So we're running like frantic, horrible travelers. You just step to the left to go around them because they're already out of the way. Just naturally. I loved London. I thought the tube, they were for a kind of a subway system, essentially. It was so clean.
Yeah, that's very
Oh
nice
my
there.
gosh, I absolutely loved it there. So Loop Knitting in London, we ran into the shop. I asked where the wool was, because you have to get wool in London. Or I did. I had to. And she said upstairs. I thought, of course, we've already gone up like 2 or 3 escalators today in the last 4 minutes. I ran upstairs. My husband, my brand new husband, stood behind me, and I just chucked yarn back at him. So I got this one. I believe this is sugared almond. It is so gorgeous. It's the same pattern as this one. It's just done.
Look how
It's
different it looks,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just a little bit thicker, and this is solid versus this one is slightly variegated. And I love it. It's a comfy hat, and I was actually able to wear this when we went to Ireland.
That's cute.
So, and I have yarn from Ireland that I need a pattern for. It's this gorgeous red yarn from Dublin. So that's what I do. I collect yarn. Anytime we're somewhere, I'm like, can we stop at the yarn store? And actually,
And when it's you and me and Grandma, it's like, of course.
Oh yeah, we're going. In Ireland, we actually couldn't find yarn until we were in Dublin. Because most places
interesting.
had sweaters instead of yarn.
Oh yeah, we did stop, and they already
Lots
were
of
made.
sweaters.
They have beautiful Irish wool products,
Oh my gosh. And sheep everywhere.
but they were already made, and we wanted
Yeah, I
know,
want to
yarn
make
you could-
something
you could-
myself.
a skein of it or a hank.
Yeah, and I'll have to write down in the box which place that was in Ireland, because that was a really, really cute store. And again, the ladies were so nice. I haven't had a bad experience at a yarn store, actually.
Well,
that
I
know
hope
of.
not.
No, I really, really like them. So the other thing I'm working on for knitting, this is for my sweet, sweet niece, Huxley. She cutest person in the world.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'll fight to the death on that. Okay, so I got this yarn. This is from a cute little shop in Minnesota. It's Monica, Park Rapids? Cute shop. I grabbed 2 balls there, and then there was another yarn store that I went to in Illinois because I needed just 1 more ball of this yarn, and it's the gray dot, I believe, or gray spot. I thought that'd go really nice with like you could put other colors with it. Super cute. Yeah, really, really cute pattern. So I just have the collar started. I'm hoping to have this done for Christmas for her. So yeah,
That's a lofty goal.
it's a tiny sweater.
Okay.
For Christmas?
I
What do we
don't know.
have,
I
5
wouldn't be able
weeks?
to do it, but
Just super, I'm already
cute.
like 1/8 of the way done.
sure. Yeah.
So it's made from
Stay positive.
It's made from the top down. This will be my first sweater. I figured start small with the sweater. I'm not gonna make one for myself because
That's really cute.
oh, it's so cute.
And this is cute.
Oh yeah. So my grandmother, your mom,
Yes.
makes these cute little project bags. So I do have some more. So if you guys do like her project bags, let me know and I'll list them for sale in the shop.
It's a nice
And
canvasy material.
it's sturdy, so she's done canvas at the bottom, and then it's got the drawstring.
And it's lined.
It is lined, and I think she's got some sort of stabilizer in there. You
Oh, it does feel like it.
can fold it down, like when you're working.
Might be reversible too, is it?
Oh, I mean, it's not gonna be as cute as the outside, but I like to get myself situated and it just kind of stands on its own, and
cute.
then when you're done, you can pull it closed, and then she even put a cute little
That's cute.
lip on there. So Grandma, she does knitting and sewing
Mm-hmm.
too. So, you ready for some random
We're ready for squirrel.
squirrel?
Squirrel.
Do you want to tell them what that
I
means
will.
to us?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think most people know what squirrel means, but to us, as if we don't have enough hobbies.
Enough
With
stuff
the-
to be distracted with.
Exactly. We do random stuff. And
Always.
so my first one is, I talked about this last week. I did this side. Then I was contemplating on what to do on the other side. And you talked about doing it in green.
Yeah.
So I got green out today. And then I realized I had glitter
Oh,
gold.
that was better. That's a better choice.
But I will tell you,
That's a good choice.
it is so difficult to work. It's vinyl, but it's paper thin, like working with tissue paper.
Oh.
And it wouldn't stick to the transfer. The clear
Because
transfer.
of the glitter. Now Cricut has a strong grip transfer tape
That's
that
what
I
I
have
would've
seen
needed.
people recommend
I
for
had
glitter.
to peel it up and do it by hand. That's why
Oh.
this word went down. So then I thought, oh, I'll make this.
No, it looks intentional because it looks like a handwritten font.
But it was difficult to work with. But they're done.
That's the best part. But when it's done, it was worth it. That's cute.
Then I got this magazine this week. Here's the turkeys.
Poor turkey.
I have never gotten this magazine before. I didn't even really know what it was.
Okay, I got that in the mail today.
You did?
Last week.
Okay. Wow.
I've never seen it.
This stuff is gorgeous. So, perusing through here, and you're not going to probably be able to see it because it's really tiny. I want these deer, by the way. But this wreath up here, I said, it's gorgeous. I want it. It's $195 for a 14-inch,
I'm sorry, wait, what?
16-inch wreath. $195.
That's before
So-
shipping, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm like, I think I have the stuff to make it because, I have a junking problem.
I think I can make that. I say that to myself entirely too often.
So,
But don't worry, I can make that.
at an auction, I got a garbage can full of green wreaths. They're just stacked like flat
Oh, just basic
for like $7. So I went out there and lo and behold, I found a green wreath. And I took from Dollar Tree, these are dollar green wreath sticks, and I spray painted them gold, and then I just glued them in. And then I had these bottle brush. Are these bottle brush, right? They just call them miniatures here, but they're from the Dollar Tree. They're $1. And then I spray painted.
Kind of like what you would
Them
decorate like a little town in your house when you put out
That's
your
what they're
decorations.
for, I think. But
Yeah.
people use them in all kinds of stuff. And then these are Dollar Tree just plastic ornaments. And then these picks, I had just, like at another auction, I bought greenery in big tubs for $15 a tub, just full. So I just pulled out different greenery.
You can find picks at the Dollar Tree too.
Oh, they have some really good ones this year for Christmas.
The fall ones this year were
And fall were good, too.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
So the only thing that's missing is they have like a little white or cream Santa, like in the robe, like the old kind of Saint Nick. So I'm on the look for it. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I did look at Walmart and they didn't really have anything. But this ribbon, so I get this ribbon at Sam's. It's $6. And let me tell you, if you want the good stuff, you got to go the beginning of October, which seems crazy. But by second week in October, it's picked through. And normally, it's really good quality. Like this is a blue and gold. And this is
really
like a
pretty.
Christmas tree one. And this ribbon's really nice. But this roll, I don't know if it's because it's the white, but it's really
Thin.
and chintzy.
It's struggling to stay poofed.
So I'm not thrilled with that, but the Mackenzie Childs ribbon is like $48 a roll.
Oh.
So I'll live with this.
I think it
Anyways.
looks good though.
And these are
You can always
poinsettias.
change out the ribbon too.
I could if I find a nicer.
Yeah, something you like more.
Yeah,
Now, did you spray paint a couple of the trees too?
I did. Just with gold spray paint.
Yeah. You can do a lot with spray paint. You can change a lot of things.
So this is my $195 wreath for like $10.
That's it? Just 10?
Probably 10.
That's good.
Well, $7, you know, I spent $7 for a whole tub of these wreaths. So if you divide that, maybe it cost me 50 cents. And then
So, sometimes junking is worth it. Do you want me to put it over here?
I become like an organized hoarder. I'll take it. You go
Okay.
ahead, because that's all I.
Okay. So the last thing that I was going to talk about are my squirrel project. Something that I like doing. I like making earrings. I actually took a jewelry class in high school. So these are a little bit different than what we did because we actually did metalworking and soldering and stuff like that. So something I like doing is making these.
Is that how you make the tassels?
That's how you make the tassel earrings.
I love those.
So I'll have to write the link of her post. The woman who did these, she offered it completely for free. She wrote it up. It's done. Basically, you have cotton cord.
That is crazy. I would have never thought you
And
could do
it's
that.
soft.
Oh my gosh.
And I have gotten some off Amazon, and I wasn't impressed. It's nicer if you can actually feel it, kind of like yarn. It's easier to buy in store. So this one is from Hobby Lobby. It's just really soft cotton cord. It's done with macrame, those big pieces that they're putting on walls. And then you take, I think it's a size C crochet hook, if I remember right.
Oh, and that's crochet.
And it's crochet, so you crochet around the middle. Just a single crochet all the way around. And you kind of, it takes a little bit to get used to doing it around the cord because it compresses a little bit. So you'll hit your stride and they start to look really even. And then you squish them together for however much you like. And you end up wrapping them. And then
Those
you
are adorable.
I just take a little fine tooth comb. Like, you know, when you back comb your hair, I just take it out, brush it out. And then you can decide on the length that you want in these, and they just end up being really
so cute.
And they're not heavy, so that's always kind of nice.
No, it's a nice statement piece, but it's not heavy.
Yeah, and it depends on how long your neck is. If you have a shorter neck, just go ahead and cut them shorter. And you just need, I would do it with sharper scissors if you have the option, maybe with your fabric scissors since it is.
Do you have any of those for sale on Etsy?
I don't have them in Etsy. Those are usually things that I take with me to craft
They
shows.
could message you if they want.
Yeah, let me know. If you want me to put them in the shop, just let me know. I just didn't want the shop to get too crazy with all of my squirrel projects and your squirrel projects. It gets kind of...
Yeah, we can't have all the squirrels together.
Yeah. It's too many squirrels, and then you forget what you're looking for when you get on there. The other thing, so I'll be done with cups this year. This is the last year I'm doing that. But something I do with resin, I take silicone molds, and you can pour the resin in. And the earring molds I get, they come all the way from London, actually. Her shop is amazing. It's Make Me, Mold Me, and all kinds of amazing jewelry options for that, and they're quality molds. So I made this, I did it with just clear resin, I added some mica powder pigments and some glitter. So it's done in this really pretty bronzy, coppery look, really cute. Something else that I've done with earrings are taking wood pieces. So you can get these if you know someone who has like a glow forge or like a laser cutter, they can cut little pieces of wood for you. They come in all different kinds of shapes. I have teardrop shapes in here, and you take nice scrapbook paper. So I will splurge and do double-sided sometimes because it is nice to have more options. So this one has like some gold colors, like some copper in them. So I grabbed the paper and instead of using actual like stain with the fumes, I don't want that up in my craft room. That's something I would have to do in the garage. There is a water-based gel stain that I get from Michael's, and I mean, this is a lot for those little wooden pieces, and you can just brush it on, and then you literally just need to wipe it off, and you can go. You can Mod Podge on it. It really doesn't take a lot of time to dry. And then when you Mod Podge over the top of the paper, something that I want to try, you always get brush strokes with Mod Podge. So some of the ladies in a Facebook group I'm in, they said, go ahead and try a makeup sponge. So I'm going to try and see.
So you would put it on with that?
If it blends your makeup smoothly, I'm really hoping it makes that top layer smooth. So I'm going to test that and see how that works. And then the only other thing I was going to talk about are these.
These are awesome.
I love these. They are ergonomical crochet hooks. These are actually done with a resin. I'm pretty sure it's resin. They're Furls. Like I said, they're ergonomical. They have a good weight, but they're not too heavy. There are other ones, the traditional ones that are black with the metal. Sometimes those are a little too heavy for me, depending on what I'm working on. And these are smoother than the wooden ones. So these are my favorite. They are nice and sleek. You can definitely keep going, and I like the hook. It's more boy style it's Bates style for the crochet hook. And if you crochet, you'll know what I'm talking about. A lot of people like boy, it's the traditional one. This is Bates style, and I can go way faster with Bates style. But these are done. This is the swirl. This is cookies and cream. And then this is, I don't even know if you can get any more of these. These are like Supernova.
That's cool.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's swirled to be like space. So really, really gorgeous and very comfortable. Love them.
Oh, and the last thing we have to do is the fabric.
The fabric. We have more fabric.
Just came in. We haven't even looked at it yet.
In case we needed more.
I know, right?
Can you have enough?
No.
That's correct.
That is correct.
It's
You need
kind of
some
heavy.
scissors.
I might.
Some over there. No, we're good.
Maybe? No.
Well, those are pinking shears.
Those are pinking shears.
I mean, it'll probably work, but it'll be a little more difficult.
How crafty when you crinkle cut the box that you open.
Right? I do everything fabulous. And again, be very careful because you can cut your fabric.
I'm excited. There should be some more Christmas stuff in this one. And it gets very hard because these arrive to my house and I go and I don't open them. So
It is difficult. I don't know that I can do that.
the other one, those were two huge boxes that I could not open.
Sorry for the noise if you're on headphones.
ASMR. Next video, we could do ASMR. Oh my gosh.
That is gorgeous.
That's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous red plaid. This one was out of stock for quite a long time. That's gorgeous. I think, is this Maureen Cracknell? Yes, Maureen Cracknell. I really, really love this. This is from her Cozy and Joyful. And I will, by the time this video goes up, I'll already have this in the shop. So feel free to shop. That's gorgeous.
That's cute.
This is from that same, I think everything is from the same collection. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful ivory. It's just got a little bit of like red in the dots and the stars on there. Great.
You could use that for Christmas and 4th of July.
Oh, that's a good point.
Patriotic.
Well, it's a great to have blender fabric. So sometimes you have these gorgeous bold prints that you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can't put them all together because
I
it's
love
too
that.
much. This is,
See, I'm gonna have to use some of this red and green
Gorgeous
for
green.
finishes on my
I think
cross
this
stitch.
is gorgeous. And I have a couple ideas of some stuff because I love the buffalo plaid and it's hard. Not just buffalo plaid, but I love the plaid and it's sometimes you can't find it in the colors you're looking for. So I think I have some Christmas ideas project-wise so that you can have more options for this. So that one's gorgeous. Here it is.
I love it.
The snowflake. I absolutely love this one.
There's so many options
It's
to pair it
gold,
with.
it's a very light blue, it's a red, a pink, and then a little bit of the orange that it was in the red plaid. And then this is the color you've been waiting on.
Yes.
It's crystalline. The other one, I said it was cool mint. It's actually icy mint, and it is a very cool mint color. Still in the more of a blue side, but this matches Snow Day. It's really nice, but it's in the blue. It's a pretty good light baby blue, I would say. Wouldn't you?
But it's, yeah.
Like slightly on the dusty
Yes.
side. It's just hard to get colors perfectly. So, but that'll already be in the shop. And then it looks like we have a little bit more of the snowflakes.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cute. That's
And
gorgeous.
then we call this enabling.
A little bit. It's to help you match.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Art Gallery has what they call blender fabrics. So that's kind of what we were talking about. Stuff that has a slight pattern to it that helps you blend in for quilting. 'Cause
I'll
sometimes,
take one of each.
so this is their floral elements. So this also, I ordered these to help us color match. So we have all of the pure colors, which are their pure solids.
Look at this one.
Which one is this? Oh,
Nature.
that's one of my favorites too. The nature elements.
Oh. I need a bigger barn.
I am running out of room for all the fabric, so. And then, oh, this one's my favorite.
It looks like you.
Prisma. It's just slightly geometric, and I think it's really cute. It has a hand-drawn effect to it that I really, really like. Yep,
Okay,
I
so
love it.
thanks for joining us today. This is a
Yes.
long one. If you like us, like the video and subscribe.
Yeah,
and
share.
when we get
Share
some
with your crafty
subscribers,
friends.
we have some fun giveaways.
Yeah, we're only at 4 subscribers, so help us out.
That's probably us.
One is my husband, one is me, my sweet brother-in-law. He's like, I subscribe.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah,
Trevor?
no, not Trevor, Sam.
Oh, Sam.
He's 16,
Aw.
sweetest guy. He subscribed, so I thought that was cute. He was so
That's
excited.
cute.
I subscribed to your channel.
Aww.
Sweet Sam. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Do you want to see something?
Ask questions.
Do you want to see me do the ice dye? Because if you don't ask questions and tell us what you want, we're just gonna keep going with the ideas that we have flowing around and more squirrel projects.
More scrolls.
So yeah, let us know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.